Alright, I want to take a look at my play for Microsoft this week. Like I said, I'm very bullish on Microsoft, and even after Friday's big downturn, here's a technique I usually like to trade off of, and I think this one will work out good for Microsoft. Even though it's not a fast trade, it's more of a swing trade, but it'll set itself up for a nice trade too. Whenever a good stock, I don't say a good stock, but like a blue chip stock or something, I mean, not even just a very liquid stock, a stock that is not a piece of crap kind of stock, you know, not a penny stock, not a stock that's totally hyped or a momentum stock, but a stock that's, you know, just like a Microsoft, an Intel, a Dell, an Apple, Google, you know, a stock that's well followed, not hyped or anything, has good balance sheet and stuff. Whenever you see a big sell-off in that type of stock, it's always a buy when it approaches that sell-off's high, and then right when we break out of it. So anytime if you look at a daily chart, say here of Microsoft, you look at some of the biggest downturn days, decline, a down and decline as a downcline. Some of the big decline days on the daily chart here. And here's one right here in March. Now you see, basically, they're like when it comes back up, this is that big decline always acts as a point of resistance on the way back, and if we ever break that decline spot, it's a very bullish indicator. So usually see that as a major place to get in. So when it's almost like a pivot point, and actually there's a trade called a pivot point breakout that's kind of based on this, but we'll get into that later on. So you look for a big decline in a stock, and you back trade it, you back test, you look back in the thing, you see how it reacts to these things. So I see here one here. I want to see how it reacts to when I get up there. All right. So right when I get up there, it acts as resistance, and then boom, once we pretty much break out of that, we get a nice move down. All right. So here's another. Let's see. Here's another big decline right here. It's like a big sell-off from here to. Well, actually, I would consider some of these are the biggest bars here, so I would consider this a big decline here. So we came right back up, tested it. Remember, it's going to act as resistance. All right, so it's going to act like resistance. So we didn't break through that, or else that would have been a definite buy signal. Instead, we sold off more. We came back up to it, and we consolidated right at it, and once we broke out of it, we made a nice move. So now, I'm looking at this trade here. We have a nice decline in Microsoft here, which I expect to slowly, maybe we'll have another down day tomorrow, just because we're going to have an interesting open on Monday. And we had such a big down day on Friday. We might have a continuation or even a gap down. So say Microsoft ends up down here. Then I expect to eventually see a reversal heading up towards $31 before earnings on Thursday. And because this stock has been in this range all year, even though all tech earnings have been getting better and better. So you got to figure this area is definitely a definite buy. We are right in this area, right in the middle of it. I expect this to start heading back up, and then maybe, hopefully, earnings. I just can't see them coming out, letting Dell, letting Intel, letting all these tech stocks, eBay, Google, Apple tomorrow, come out with fantastic earnings and raise guidance. I can't see Microsoft not doing that also. I mean, they would look like the numbskulls of the bunch. So I'm looking for a nice play in Microsoft by Thursday. I've added my positions on Friday. I probably won't add any more because I'm holding quite a bit, and looking at that one. Another stock I am looking at is let's see, one more stock. We're going to actually do a couple more videos tonight because I actually want to be on the market and broadcasting when the futures open up tonight. So be sure to check that out. And so there's a Microsoft. Oh, here's another one. Very simple thing. Apple coming out with earnings on Monday after the close. Now, Jesus, who's not going to buy Apple come Monday morning, knowing and thinking and hearing that the next target on Apple is going to be $200, no doubt, right? It's got to be $200 price target, maybe even more than $200. So right now, probably even more. Right now, what do we have a price target of? $171. All right, high about $175. So if you're going to put a price target there on say $200. You figure it got another 10 points to go before, you know, it usually doesn't run right up to the target price, but you at least have a 10 points to move on this one. And I can't see Apple not raising their guidance with all the iBooks coming out, with the new Jaguar coming out, iMacs, the new Intel chips, everything, new software, iPhones, biggest phone sellers ever. I mean, there got to be some serious problems that they don't raise guidance, or, you know, and beat earnings and crush earnings. I mean, that's and maybe a new announcement on something. Who knows? But Apple is like selling off its highs, like 4 points off its highs. Hey, this is right now. Tomorrow is a buy at the open. I don't care if you get a gap down. Oh my God! If you have a gap down in Apple tomorrow, I will be there buying it. I will definitely be there buying it. If you don't have a gap down in Apple, it's just showing you the strength in it, and you would buy it anyway. Because if the market's gapping down and Apple's not gapping down, that's a sure sign of, you know, relative strength. And this one will be the first one to run if the market rebounded. So either way, you got to be in Apple, I think, tomorrow, leading into earnings. That's what I'm going to do. That's my second trade of the week. And again, don't want to go out too far on a limb, as this market is set up to have a big down day tomorrow. So we'll see how that plays out. All right. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another video later tonight, and any feedback is appreciated as usual.